welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how to go from this to this, keep watching.
I'ma tell you straight up. Do yourself a favor.
So I'm going to get started just by showing you the products that I use. They're also going to be linked in the description below. So the very first thing that I'm doing, I am actually separating a braid that I had already previously braided. But the very first step to this, I'm going to apply some shine gel on that section to make it smooth. And I'm going to start a 3-strand braid, and I'm going to braid to at least an inch. Next, I'm taking my crochet needle and I'm sticking it into the middle of my braid, and I'm going to push it through so it comes out of the other side. I'm also showing you that it should be secure under your braid. If it is loose, you need to braid your braid a little bit tighter. Now, to achieve the braids that I'm doing, which are medium box braids, I'm going to take an inch of the braid hair and I'm going to place that inside of the loop of the crochet needle, and I'm going to close the latch and pull it through. Once I pull through, I'm only going to pull through so much to where the hair is forming a loop on the other side, and I'm going to detach the crochet needle. Once I do that, I'm going to hold on to the other side of my hair, not too tight but not too loose, enough for me to begin to pull with my index finger at the loop. And once I start feeling a section of the hair coming over, I'll loosen up my grip so that it can be split into 2 sections. Now, I suggest when you first start to begin to braid your braid that you braid your hair in the direction that you want your braids to lay. Eventually, when your hair starts to grow out, you can have them lay anyway. Now, as I begin to braid, I'm going to take the 2 strands that I separated in my piece of hair, and I'm going to begin to braid those together. Once I braid down 2 or 3 times, I'm going to take some hair from the hair that I separated and pull it into my hair. Now I am going to take the piece of curly hair and I'm going to place it in between my thumb and my index finger, and take my other 3 fingers at the bottom to hold one separate strand into another piece of my hair, and hold the other strand with my other hand and start to braid that in. Now, once I braided so far that I want to, I will pull one of the strands of the curly hair back. I suggest that you use a clip to hold it back so it doesn't get in your way while you're braiding it. And I'm going to continue to braid down with the 1 strand of curly hair. And once I get to a point where I want that hair to be, I'm going to also pull that strand back and clip it and braid down. So now I have the effect of 2 strands of curly hair coming out of a braid. Now to end the hair, I'm doing exactly what I did to add the curly hair in the beginning of the braid. I'm going to place the hair in between my pointer finger and my middle finger, and I'm going to continue to braid that in. Once I get it to where I want it to end at, I'm going to take a little strand of the hair, whether it be the curly hair or the straight part of the braid, and I'm going to mix those two together, and I'm going to take a loop. I'm going to take a piece of the braid, make a little loop to the other side, pull it to the other side, and pull the strand from the other side through the loop. And you can do that as many times as you want. Sometimes I do it twice. Sometimes I do it 3 times. Some people, when they end them, there's always a straight ends from the original braid without the hair being added into it, if that makes sense, and they burn it or cut it off. But I just leave on because I really typically don't care, especially if this be my first time. I'm not trying to perfect it, make it super neat. Like, I'll get better as I progress on and pick up new tips, and so will you. But right now I'm kind of not really worried about the straight ends of my braids. I'm more so worried about the curls showing through. So yep. And also, if you prefer not to end it with the curls, it'll still be considered bohemian. The way you end it is the exact same way I ended mine, with the curls. Instead of you taking the curl piece, you're going to just keep braiding to the end. And if you want to tie them, you can. But if you were to end them, all you just do is keep braiding until the very end. And if you have like little pieces left, once you dip that, which I'll show in some next videos I'll be posting, once you dip that, it will close up the end and you don't have to tie it. But if you want to tie the ends, you'll do exactly how I did the curly hair.